the annals. As you may know, finals is the most stressful time for students in South Korea. For today's episode of Yonsei Sunbae, we're gonna approach some RAs and ask them what they do after finals. Let's go!
I'm Pelin. I'm second year in CLC, and also I'm one of the Appenzell RAs here.
Hello, my name is Si-hyeon Park, and I'm majoring in Poli-Sci. I'm in PSIR UD, class of 19, and I'm also working as a Appenzell RA right now.
I'm Jean. I'm class of 18, majoring in English Language and Literature and Business, and I'm currently living in the Songdo dorms as a residential assistant.
My name's Deanna. I'm class of 18. I'm double majoring in Culture and Design Management and Asian Studies, and I am currently the co-chief RA for Appenzell House.
It stands for residential assistant, and our main job is to be part of the residential college system and then provide RC education experience for freshmen. So all the freshmen are put into specific houses, so we are in charge of specific groups of RCs, the students, and we try to provide overall satisfactory dorm experience for them and take care of some programs.
So as co-chief RA, I'm kind of responsible more with like talking with the RC office, and so my co-chief does a lot of the talking since it's mostly in Korean, and then I'm kind of responsible to make sure that all of the RAs are doing the work that they're supposed to do, as well as if anybody has too much work or something, they can always come to me and we can redistribute work.
I get to meet people, a lot of people, and also it forces me in a way that I have to do things, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it improves me. Like, it gives me creativity, it gives me like group work and stuff like that.
Like being next to the freshman students, being able to help like with my not that further knowledge. Well, still I kind of have a year more of experience, and I don't know. I just feel so. What should I say? Proud of my students. I don't know. I just feel so like
You guide them, right? That's really nice.
I think it's meeting all of the students and really getting to see them grow. If you stay here a while, you get to see them grow and kind of develop their college careers and see what they're gonna do. So you can see like if certain students are really interested in something and they tell you something about one event, and then they can go on and create their own events later. It's really kind of nice to see that growth. I think the bad parts would be that sometimes your studies have to come second. So you'll have to go and help a student at any time and any day. And obviously you can say no, but it would be kind of weird. I don't know, I feel bad to say no, and most of the time it's fine. And I think that's part of the reason why you have to have a certain GPA to be an RA, since sometimes schoolwork does have to go second.
It's actually time consuming because you need to take care of programs as well as your individual roles. So for me, my individual RA role is taking care of the budget. So I would have to collect all the receipts and send over monthly reports to the RC office. So that and some other supplementary things like translation and stuff, I think that takes a lot of time. But then I guess I think the good parts kind of they cancel out the bad parts. So and I think like the main reason I became an RA is because I had a really good experience in RC life, because I got to know a lot of people outside of my major through the RC programs. So I guess the best part of being an RA is to be actually able to let students communicate throughout the programs.
Not really. Like, I think I'm okay.
Yes.
I'll have to say that I am quite worried. So compared to last semester, I don't have that many exams, but still a lot of the classes, they canceled out their midterms, so the finals count a lot, like 90%. So I'd have to say that I'm kind of stressed because I don't think I focused enough this semester.
A little bit. I have a lot of videos to edit, and doing that takes a lot of time, so.
I do have a lot of like essays and like assignments.
Well, I have one paper due this week.
Yeah, for culture and design management, you tend to have a lot of just assignments, like either group projects or either you have to design something. For Asian studies, it's a lot of essays, so I don't really have any exams.
Like one by one, I am doing them one by one, so I think it should be fine.
Well, I start studying 2 weeks before the official exam week. And what else? I just try to remember what the professor has emphasized during their classes. I just try to like make a solid note, like kind of make everything that was mentioned in the class into a one single note. And then
I usually don't study in my room because my bed is too tempting and I always fall asleep. When I was a freshman, I used to gather up a bunch of friends and then we would borrow an entire seminar room for like overnight. So it was kind of funny because people who didn't live in our dorms, so like people from dorm 2 would come over to dorm 1 and they would have to stay the night, whereas the dorm 1 people, they could just go up to their rooms when they were tired. But then when I went to Shinchon as a sophomore, I think I usually studied in the library, like in the 24-hour open section, because I'm like a night owl, so I usually stayed up all night with some of my friends.
Rather than studying, it's more about me going back through my previous readings to try and create arguments for my essays, working and reworking either groups, like work that I've been doing, or having a lot of group meetings.
It's a seminar course, like it's called Special Topics in Fiction. It's actually a lot of work, like it's very overwhelming, but at the same time I feel like I'm learning a lot during the class.
it kind of helps a lot. It's kind of a prelude for all the other consecutive classes you'll take, so that kind of helps if you kind of try to concentrate on it. It was just a really good chance to research about world histories.
A lecture by Professor Hyung-ji Park, who is our English language and literature professor. And I took Victorian literature and culture, so it was really in-depth because it was talking about how in the Victorian ages there were specific laws that infringed on women's rights and how those laws were actually portrayed in Victorian novels, like by Jane Austen and everything. So we would talk about Pride and Prejudice and some more depressing novels, but then it was overall really good.
My freshman year, I took a freshman writing class, and I really liked that class because of the professor. But funny enough, the professor was called Deadward, and everybody told me not to take that class. So on the first day of class, I went there expecting to drop it, but I ended up really liking the professor, and it became one of my favorites. I prefer good lectures because at the end of the day, I think that good lectures help you get better grades because you're more invested in the class and you have more interest, so you'll end up with a better grade. While it might not be an A, like if you learned a lot, at least for me, I think it's a very beneficial class.
I mean, honestly, before I choose my classes, I don't go around look like which professors give good grades. I just look what like the whole overview. And if I'm interested in that class, if I think that it's gonna be nice, I just choose it.
Best would be both. I'm not sure because like at the moment I would prefer good lectures, but then when I graduate I would prefer good grades, I suppose. Sometimes, like when I pull my all-nighters, I get really tired. Then I usually go out for a walk with some good music, and that would kind of like refresh my study vibes. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but then I sometimes de-stress with like some beer along with my walk. So yeah, that's actually it works well.
I tend to eat a lot of snacks. So when I'm studying and it gets too stressful, I eat something sweet. So midterms and finals are very stressful times for me because I gain weight.
I think what I do is like I do things that I can't do during the finals. Like I watch a movie. I usually like go out with my friends.
After finals, I first take a really long nap. I'm not really a active person, so the place I usually go to the most is the UML. I usually go to the study room, so the 6th floor and the 5th floor. But after exams, I also visit the Multimedia Center. The Multimedia Center, it's basically a place that they have all those DVDs and cool cinema rooms. If you go with your friends, like about 5 people, then you could actually book a cinema room with beanbags and you could just chill around there.
After finals, I tend to hang out with friends. That's the first thing that I want to do. So most of my friends live in Seoul now since they're all sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Going to Seoul from Songdo is a lot of time. So during finals, I don't really see any of my friends. So that's why it's the first thing I want to do. In Songdo, I really just visit Triple Street. I think you can kind of find a little bit of anything in Triple Street. So it's a good place to visit.
There is a band, I don't think a lot of people know about it. It's a Korean band called Lucy. And their songs are pretty, I think, applicable for us because it's about like take it slow, like take your time, it's fine, like you're on the right path, like those kind of songs. So I think people should check that out.
Any songs in particular?
There is like 2 songs I can think of by them. It's like one of them is called Snooze, and one of them is Jogging.
So I like to listen to alternative music because it has a little bit of like beat to it, but it's not too distracting. And I'd like to listen to like foreign music of like a language that I don't really know, so Japanese or French or something, so that it's not too distracting.
When I feel really down, I usually listen to some calm music. Sometimes when I really need to hype myself up, I would just listen to really hyped up K-pop.
I'm a Christian, and so if you want a calm music, I guess Be Down My Vision.
Be Down My Vision?
Yeah, it's kind of an old song, but that kind of calms me down. And what else? So I really like a song named God's Not Done With You.
I like 24시간 영업. So it's like 24 hours of business. That's what I really like.
Yeah, for slang, it's a Korean slang, but it's very useful. It could be used anywhere. It's called 돈 버는 승리한다. Which means if you just if you just hang on to it, then you win at the end. It has a lot of uses. For instance, in class enrollments, if you enroll for a class and you're on the waiting list, 돈 버는 승리한다, you just wait.
It would be, since it's finals, you can't take a leave of absence during the semester because you actually can until midterms. So some of my friends have actually taken a leave of absence in the middle of the semester after they kind of messed up their midterms. So one of the things we would say is 휴학할 걸. I should have taken a leave of absence.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that. And one of the other common things that my friends say during our all-nighters is 밤새도 다 못 봐. So it's like, even if we stay up, we still can't finish reviewing.
One word that I use a lot that my friends kind of make fun of me for is 인정.
So that's it for today's episode of Yonsei Sunbae. Hope you gained some insight of life at Songdo Campus and what students in South Korea do after finals. Please like and subscribe. Bye!